Hello, and welcome to another edition of What's New in Pathology. Let me start with a question. What can we do to help pathologists worldwide? We at Pathology Outlines have a great position. We have pathologists around the world who are using us. So we're, in effect, a unifying force for pathologists. So one of the questions that I've thought about is, what needs do pathologists have? What can we do that will help perhaps gather data from pathologists worldwide or pull pathologists together somehow to help our profession, to help the patients that we serve? So if you have ideas, this is kind of brainstorming, even if they're not fully formed, please send me an email, nat@PathologyOutlines.com. We'd love to hear from you. The next idea I'd like to talk about is libraries, and we have these located on the header and the bottom line on the right-hand side. The libraries are inspired by the idea that many businesses want to put their collateral, videos, flyers, in front of pathologists, but of course they can't see them very often. Even pre-COVID, it was only a couple days a year at a trade show, but they'd like to have it in front of them 24/7. This is not sales material for the most part. Usually this is educational material, often from the medical communications aspects of drug companies or other businesses. So it's not necessarily peer reviewed by us, but it typically is educational. So we now have 3 libraries. 2 are from Roche. One has to do with PD-L1 testing, which is important, how to do it, how to interpret it. And the other is Pan-Trk or NTrk testing, which just went up, and we have some videos from both of them, which I hope are helpful to you. The other thing we've started is a COVID-19 library, and we're trying to put material there that's important to you that you may not get other places. So we do have links to the 2 COVID topics that are currently on our website. We're working on other COVID-related topics, and also some COVID news events that seem particularly important to pathologists that are not in the mainstream news. So COVID has brought a lot of changes to a lot of businesses, including ours. Most of our staff are now working from home, but we're fortunate that we've been able to add to our staff so that we can continue to upgrade the textbook and our operations even more quickly. We now have 16 staff. One of the things we're doing is to try to make the textbook as up-to-date as possible. We have perhaps 6,000 topics. That's quite a bit. We have 200 authors. We want optimally, and it probably won't happen this year or next, but perhaps in 3 to 5 years, to have every topic on the website updated every 2 years so that it will be up to date. Now, some of these updates will be pretty minimal because for some topics, things don't change. But as you know, for some topics, there's new classification systems, there's new entities, entities disappear or are merged. And so we want to be up to date on that. So that's what our staff are going to be working on. We are pleased that we now have 23 members of our editorial board. The editorial board are very important for the peer review process. We want, when somebody writes something, for it to go optimally through 2 rounds of peer review. And we want somebody on the editorial board who's an expert in that subspecialty to make sure that they're reviewing it and that everything is complete and accurate, as accurate as it could be. So some of the newer people, we have Dr. Annan in transfusion medicine, Dr. Glass in cardio and pulmonary pathology, Dr. Hagen for GI pathology, Dr. Jorns for breast pathology, and Drs. Lastra and Turashvili for gynecologic pathology. So we welcome them and trust that they will make a great contribution to the website. One last thing we want to mention, if you go on the homepage, we now have video capabilities on the bottom right of the website. We'll be having videos. Some of these will be from us, some of them will be from advertisers. But let us know what you think about it. We're always looking for feedback. You can always contact me directly, nat@PathologyOutlines.com, or you can click on the comment button in the header or footer, and we will respond to you. So thank you very much, and until next time, thanks for visiting PathologyOutlines.com.